the time slots was out of feasible hours.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. So, could you let me know about your profile and as in work profile and what you're planning to do through this training? What are your targets or you're looking to achieve through this?
No, I was looking for marketing cloud training.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I didn't expose for like marketing never. So I want to try. I
Okay.
want to learn marketing cloud.
Okay, okay. So
Mm-hmm.
usually the marketing cloud trainings that I have been doing, like there are various certifications that Salesforce has, and in marketing cloud, basically they start with the email specialist certification. So that's the foundational certification, and it is like it covers the the interface and a lot of programs on it, the email channel automations and all of that in marketing cloud.
Mm-hmm.
So just wanted to know, your background, have you done development before, or like what have you done before? Because even in marketing cloud, there are various roles like developer, admin, campaign manager, and all, that.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So I have experience like nearly one year into sales service cloud and experience cloud, but I didn't get a chance to work on marketing cloud. So right now I don't have any project right now in my hand. So in job market, like they are looking for marketing jobs. They are there, and some other options also there. So I have tried for like going through Udemy and everything, but I didn't get a chance to get a org. So,
Correct,
so maybe I can try with a training, right? Like so that everything comes under like one group. Like so,
correct, correct. You're
yeah.
absolutely right on that. Usually, we do not get these orgs outside of trainings or live accounts. Like for Sales Cloud, you get for marketing, we don't get these yet. So
Mm-hmm.
while training, you will get access to that. You'll get to practice. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
just fine.
So, how
For
about you? Like, do you have experience in marketing cloud, and how many right now? Uh,
So overall, I have like 7+ years experience on marketing cloud, and before that, 3 years on dedicated core marketing field. I mean, after 3 years of core being into marketing, I decided to go ahead with this marketing technology, martech sector, and then, once I picked up marketing cloud, it was like a perfect match that I found for the IT and marketing kind of combination that I love. So in that only
mhm.
this past 7 years, I have like worked on like as an admin, then developer, then lead developer, and so on.
Okay. Uh-huh. Mm,
From HKR trainings, is that Mayuri here? Or
I think I'm not sure.
uh, for some reason, I'm not getting option to share my screen. Actually, wanted to
Okay.
show you the uh,
So in whenever you are so previously they have given the marketing cloud org whenever you started learning, or when you go like when you start career in marketing cloud or sorry sales cloud say
so now
service
that
cloud.
I started, like I started with a Salesforce partner company. So for them, it was a requirement to be certified before they onboard you onto the project. So they had provided the orgs and everything, the training, the orgs at that time. Like I'm talking about 7, 8 years back.
Okay. So yeah, previously they like previously also they didn't give the org like now they are giving for sales, service cloud, experience, and every other clouds, right? The org, but
Mhm.
for marketing cloud also at the time they didn't give.
Right, right. They don't. You don't get it
Yeah.
outside the org.
Okay. Okay. So how we will get exposed, like exposure to that marketing cloud, like previously, like once enter into the company itself, or
Either
we
any
have any.
company or maybe join a partner company who has, the demo orgs that they can configure, but mostly like you join a project and then learn it.
Okay.
So,
So now you have the org, like you have,
yes,
right, the
yes.
access. Okay.
Mm, So, I'll share you the Marketing Cloud Email Specialist certification link of Trailhead. In that, uh, let me see if I, for some reason, all of these Zoom options are not available for me here. This-
Siddesh, you can email me.
Okay, okay. Okay. I'll,
Hey Sudesh, this is Satish here.
yeah, hi Satish.
Um, yeah, yeah. So I have a few questions, right, regarding Marketing Cloud.
Mhm.
So you said you have this experience, and then you also would provide access to the org for practice, right, during the training.
Yes.
One question. So, see, we are not looking for any specific certification to be completed or so. Okay.
Mhm.
So we wanted to understand the concepts of marketing cloud. Like, see, there are multiple things, right? Email Studio, there is Journey Builder, and there are other things as well, right?
That's correct.
So, so we wanted to understand the entire thing and then do some practice in marketing cloud so that we can get some hands-on experience there.
So the way Salesforce has designed the certifications, right? The email specialist that we talk about, it covers your Automation Studio, Journey Builder, and all. And in that, they widely cover the email channel for which the Marketing Cloud is predominantly used. And in that, almost a lot of things are covered. And then, ideally, what Salesforce expects is once you have some amount of experience on this email specialist, right? Then, ideally, you have the administrator side wherein you understand, okay, these were the interfaces available. So for which role, what kind of, like, let's say there is a company, like there will be an administrator who creates users and manages their access restrictions. So in that scenario, once you get familiar with the platform, with the functionalities, like let's say Automation Studio is there, Email Studio is there, content creation is there. So to which people, what level of access to give. So for that, the email specialist again is the foundation. I understand your point, what you're saying, but then uh, it can be an overview of everything, or it can be a detailed walkthrough of the foundational certification within the hours dedication that we have. And then like they have other roles and all, developer and all that. There is a separate learning module for developer. Once like if you feel like, okay, I'm interested into writing code or queries, AMP script and all, or API calls, uh, that fascinates me more. Then they have in more detail. But then again, to learn that, it is very important to understand the foundation, because that's when you will understand where to apply the code and how, why and how the custom coding would be required.
Okay. So, do you have the course curriculum, like what you are going to cover at high level? Because maybe that will also give some idea. And so, will you also have regular exercise for us to practice? Like how will
Yes,
that go?
yes. The entire course is like so I use Salesforce materials only. The way they have created is there is a PPT which explains the theory and concepts. And once that is done, then I show in the platform where these things are and how these are configured. And once that is done, then it's your time to go ahead and create those and replicate those into the org. And then there is an exercise guide that explains this. Just in case if you miss out on something, you can refer back to the exercise guide where all the steps are given in one after the other format. When if you get stuck at a particular point, you can refer to it and complete that particular exercise. So entire course is divided into. So initially you you create database of your audience, of your subscribers. So for that you create lists, then importing data and all of that things you do. Once that is done, then you learn how to create content emails and all of that things which you'll be sending out to the subscribers. And once
So
you'll
those kind of things, like we would like to practice, right? So that's
Yeah,
what.
yeah, yeah. All of that is there in the exercise. That's what I'm trying to say. Like first,
Okay.
the first exercises, the module one will revolve around. There will be dummy files as well for you to import and all, so that we don't have to waste time
Mm-hmm.
on creating sample files and all of that. Images for email creations and all, everything is there. So
Mm-hmm.
you create your subscriber data. For that, you design the schema, the list or data extension model, you import data into it. Then you create content of email and all, and then you learn segmentations so that you can target specific subscribers for the communication. And once that is done, then eventually you learn different types of sending out email communications, like different ways. So then while you're running your campaigns, then depending on the needs, you'll be able to on the fly make a judgment on, okay, for this kind of a campaign, I use this type of email send. Then
Okay.
once you
So do you want to share your screen and then go over? I think we're talking a lot, but I think maybe sharing your screen and then explaining, I think would be
that's what,
better.
for some reason here I'm in
I
Zoom
can
that
see share screen option here, but don't you see it? Like,
no, I don't, for some reason at my end it's not there. Let me try to maybe rejoin the meeting.
yeah, yeah, because we are seeing share screen option. Yeah, you can just retry.
I'll quickly rejoin and then see. Okay, am I audible?
Yeah,
Okay, one moment, I'm putting up the content for you. Yes.
yeah,
Okay, great. So here's the deck for Marketing Cloud Email Specialist. Again, before this, see, this is how the certifications are for marketing side of Salesforce. In that, the account engagement is something which is with Pardot. So those two are not in the Marketing Cloud environment. Like that's a
So
completely
what is
different.
Pardot also? They are like in right now in job market. It's in boom. Like Pardot also. Um,
Yes, yes. So you will see two types of requirements. Either it will be Marketing Cloud or it will be Pardot, because Pardot is used for B2B communications and it's built like on a different platform altogether. And then Marketing Cloud that we talk about is used for B2C communications. So let's say if there is a a B2C giant like an Amazon or Flipkart or something like these, right? So they have large number of individual customers, not business to business deals. So they have large number of audiences, and the entire way of marketing is different. The way they brand their assets and everything, and the entire marketing cycle is different. So for that, Marketing Cloud is used. And in Marketing Cloud, here it starts with this email specialist. Then usually you go for admin if that inclines, but then you have option of consultant wherein you learn
Mm-hmm.
integrations of Marketing Cloud or cross cloud, different tools within Marketing Cloud like SMS, email, different channels, multi-channel campaigns is what you learn here, like SMS, email, and all of that stuff. And then there is again developer option. But this, what
Okay.
we have here, email specialist, right? It
Mm-hmm.
covers like 80% of what Marketing Cloud has to offer. Like mostly everything is there. And once you learn all of that, right? In that the reason they cover email channel is because that is the crux of Marketing Cloud. It's the number
Mm-hmm.
one, what's the application of Marketing Cloud where it is used. And then SMS and all, Marketing Cloud is used for it. But then I've seen a lot of times where the people prefer to have uh, other other tools to send out SMSs, and then those are integrated usually. So Marketing
Okay.
Cloud, when you say its whole idea is to send out email, so that's why they focus widely on email channel, and then understand the entire platform through it. So in that, here we have like the entire this thing is divided into different modules. Like your first module is about understanding the data and subscribers, who they are. So in this you learn to create the schema and everything to store your data, your subscribers, importing them in different ways and all of that stuff. And uh, then in the second module, you'll have content creation. So this is the PPT that I usually refer. And
Okay.
the second module here, if you see, like you will learn different assets that are there in Marketing Cloud. Then here you will create templates or parts of template, and you'll understand what the content builder is, where you create these. So this is how the emails will look like, the ones which you'll be creating. All of these assets will have the images and everything that we need for it, the HTML that we need for it. We'll use all of that and create these emails in the content builder of Marketing Cloud. So the second module is all about creating the content. Content, it revolves entirely on content creation. And once you create content, your third module is to test whether this content will work with the different types of subscribers that I have. So usually content is static, but then the power of Marketing Cloud is it helps you create dynamic content wherein you can individualize the content that you're sending it. So like, let's say you are interested in some other products of the brand, I am interested in some other products of the brand. So the same email will look different to you, will be catering to your interests, and the same email will look different to me. So once you create it, the next step, ideal step, is to test with your segments that you have created, whether along those segments your communication is your emails are rendering correct or not. And then you learn different types of sending emails, and then once you send out the emails, how to analyze those, like tracking and all of that stuff, like the emails that you have sent in the past, how to do the analysis of the opens, clicks, and all of those things are there in this third module.
Okay.
Once we do these, so these are very detailed presentations and training that we have, and uh, very practical. Like it's very less theoretical, but very more practical based, where you have to go and replicate those in the platform, check for those. And here in the fourth module, we learn to create segments, because if you want to create powerful campaigns, it all revolves around how well you segment your audience. The better you segment, the more relevant your messages will be. You'll be sending out the exact communication to the people. Segmentation, you divide your audience, and then your campaigns are also targeted specifically to those segments. So here entire module will revolve around creating segments using filters, queries, and all of those things, and how to use those, how to automate those in Marketing Cloud. And once we learn all of this, then in the end we learn to automate. And then in automation, all of these individual activities that we did, let's say import activity in the first module to import the data of subscriber and all of that, then here we learn how do we automate all of that. Like segmentations we learned. So let's say you import your data, then you want to segment it before sending out emails, and then how to create those segment filters here in automation is what we'll learn. Once you create those segments, then maybe email sending activities, like let's say for segment A, you want to send out a different email. For segment B, you want to send out another email. So all of that email activities, you'll learn to create in automation. Like here, for example, in the image they have shown importing is there, then using filter, there is segmentation, then there is a wait for a particular time. Maybe here in this example, they want to send the emails at 8 a.m. to everyone once this is done. And in the end, there are these two different segments, two different emails and activities are there. Right. So all of this we'll learn here to automate. And in the end, we have a journey builder module wherein, just like automation, journey builder is used to send out emails, but journey builder's implementation is slightly different. When automation,
So
yes, yes, Satish.
So one question. So what I'm thinking is, so during the training, right? So every day, like you log in into the R, you create the data, and then you show how to do it. Or how is that going to be? Or is that going to be more of going through the slides? How is it?
So
So you do.
let's say, for example, we are one moment. Content creation, right? For example, if we are discussing parts of a template based email, right? So here this thing will be there, or parallelly I'll have the marketing cloud org which is open, and there I'll explain it. So this entire training, right, it's more practical based oriented than the theory, because the theory you listen now and then forget later. But then the moment you understand, okay, parts of the template there are, okay, these layouts are there, there is an image block, there is this button. Once you understand it, and immediately once you then go ahead and implement, then your retention will be forever, because
Yeah, so that's what even I'm trying to understand, right? So we wanted, see, there are trainings that we can see, but thing is, we didn't have access to the org, so that was the main criteria. So if we
Hmm,
have the hands-on experience, that is a different level of learning altogether, right?
correct, correct,
So basically you will explain how to do things, and then we'll also do it in practical way. So that will help us remember for long,
yes,
right?
yes, yes.
So that was the reason of asking this question. So you will share the marketing cloud org, and then you will also show them how to do it, and then so that the follow up exercise that Usha is going to do, so that also will help her understand, right?
Correct, correct. So both of you will be doing the training, only Usha is.
No, like only Usha. I'm just asking this question,
Okay,
but
okay,
yeah,
okay,
only Usha. So I'm not into Salesforce field, so
okay, okay. Understood.
yeah.
So,
So
what about the integration, Siddesh? Like here in marketing cloud, there will
Mhm.
be a integration between like how we will handle service cloud, sales cloud, and both. Like if we have like if we create, like how do you connect?
So there is
Um,
Marketing Cloud connector which is used to do that. Now, with this demo account, we should be able to integrate. But then again, that part is not there in the training, but I can
yeah,
try and cover as much as we can, as in how it is done. Or because see, once you understand, right, the data extension and all which are there, in then within Marketing Cloud there is one synchronized data extension section where the objects from your Sales Cloud and all starts appearing as data extensions here. Once you sync every 15 minutes or whatever interval you set up in the integration, uh,
Mhm.
then that is there.
Okay.
See, again, like, marketing cloud scope is huge, like literally huge. Like, if you just talk about integration, like, it can take 30 to 40 hours of training just to understand integration. But then,
Yeah, I want integration topic also because so that's the important, right? Like in real time. So whenever we want to get their data, like or any other thing integration, so that's what also I want to
if your
cover that
upstream,
topic.
if for your marketing campaigns, your upstream source of your data, if it's Sales Cloud or Service Cloud, then yes, you need to know integration. Uh, but then, some like in my case, currently where I'm working,
Mm-hmm.
our Commerce Cloud is integrated with the Commerce Cloud is integrated with the website. Then there is a CDP in between. So the data goes from the website, Commerce Cloud to the CDP, and then from there it comes to Marketing Cloud. So not necessarily all the time you will have your upstream to be Sales Cloud or Service Cloud. Only then, like in that scenario, when you're doing lead nurturing and all of stuff, right? Like when you're trying to convert a lead into a contact, in
Mm-hmm.
those scenarios, that integration part comes. But
Yeah.
yes, it's one of the important topics. So we can touch base on it, and I can try to cover as much as I can within what time allocations we have,
Okay.
because it's a huge topic in which I won't be able to cover all of the
Yeah, in
setup,
the in
setup of.
any training, they will not
Yeah.
cover the integration part, and the important, most important part is the integration itself, like in real time. So, so that's what I'm.
I
And
mean,
one.
you can say it like that, but then what I believe, most of the times, all of these things are already integrated. Very rarely it will be like, okay, you join a company and then they are implementing Marketing Cloud and they have Sales Cloud, and then you have to set up the integration, right? Um,
Mm-hmm.
that's very rare. So from like, you have to understand, like, what kind of a role are you going to be in. Like, if you're going to do campaigns and all, then there, like, see, you will not directly start as a consultant or who is going to go and integrate the platforms. Ideally, your journey starts like you work with campaign.
Developer or admin, yeah.
Yeah. So there is a step-by-step journey to it. If directly you want to go and integrate stuff, because it takes a while to understand what you're integrating, how you should be doing it and all.
No, I'm asking you to cover that, like that integration portion also, because that will be a difficult, like if if
So
I join the
so
company.
so let me add some details here, right? They see the
Mm-hmm.
job market here is different from what we have in India. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so since Usha is in search of a job right now, right? So she's saying there are openings for like marketing cloud. Okay, so she
Okay.
wanted to learn those, right? So but thing is when you start applying for positions, so sometimes how it will happen is like you don't have that many chances. Okay, so basically either you have to be admin or a developer here, right? When you
Mm-hmm.
join the
Correct.
company, so you may have to do everything. Okay, so there
Correct,
will
correct.
not be like, so the job market is different. Okay, so they would expect us to do this maybe like if client is doing as you said, right? So they might have already have a marketing cloud in their company, right? It's just like
Mm-hmm.
going and doing the development. But thing is if someone is asking, okay, how do you do this integration or something, right? Or maybe like how do you do the deployment, so you complete the training, but thing is how do you do the deployment, that also like you should tell us, right? So will you be covering those as well, like deployments, how will these changes will be promoted to higher environments, like that?
Yes. So in Marketing Cloud, right, we do not have a separate sandbox account wherein you do UAT and all. You have business units, and then
Mhm.
you configure in those business units. So there are some best practices that you can use to test and everything. But then mostly it's like you're working on the live account. So it's slightly
Oh,
different
okay.
than the development terminologies that we have for software development, because here you're
Okay.
working on campaigns and
Yeah,
everything.
because Salesforce Service Cloud, like they go through like different sandboxes, right? Dev, QA,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
and so here you are saying we don't have that many sandboxes, and everyone will be like just working on one environment. And
There will be business units. Now, companies decide on how to use those business units. Now, sometimes, like the client that I'm working for is in Canada and US. So they have one different business unit for Canada, one different business unit for US, and then they have three other brands. So for the three brands, they have configured three different business units so that their branding and everything can go from different domains and all, and they have configured different uh, domains for those emails so that the branding for every email from different account is different. Now that's
okay,
how
so
they
that
configure it.
that also you will cover at high level in this course, business
On high
units.
level, yes. High level overview, yes, we'll understand what those business units are and what things we configure here.
Okay. Yeah, so those kind of scenarios, right? So that will give us some edge once we complete the training. So those things like how do you use the tool in practical scenario every day, right? So those
Mhm.
things we should know because that also will help us when we move when we are assigned to a project, right? It will help us.
Correct, correct.
So
You're absolutely right on that.
so because we had taken a training earlier for Salesforce. Okay, I'm just telling you a background, right? So
Mhm.
we when we initially took the Salesforce training, like the trainer he just went over the basics, right? But thing is, when we got a project, okay, the
Mhm.
scenario, the questions, the challenges that we face were completely different. Okay, so
Okay.
they never told us how to like deploy to different organizations. Okay, he never
Mhm.
complained. He never said about the change sets that are there, right? So there are a lot of things like that. So I just wanted to understand so
And
that
integration also he didn't touch. So many clouds are there. Clouds will be there in sales service, Salesforce, and everything. He didn't give any exposure to that clouds everything. So
So,
he just told me like Sales Cloud only. He just opened Sales Cloud and just glance about that tabs and everything, and Apex classes, triggers, and everything. Like he covered, but basic like those are the important things, right? Like deployment or integration. So that's what trying to.
uh, now this is a very tricky part. You know why I'm saying is because like every organization will have different sets of clouds that they will have. So,
Mm,
what kind of an integration will you do will depend on what kind of setup the client has. So
mm,
it's and I mean it takes years to reach integration step. I mean in the ecosystem. I mean it's very rare that you will be joining in the ecosystem with ready hands on how to do integration, because from my experience, if you ask me, first 2 years I worked on the admin part and the automations and the campaigns, and then I got into development, and then came a point when after 3 years or so where I had to touch base on integration, where people could reach out to me, because that's when I had that kind of a maturity in the ecosystem to understand, okay, how data flows between clouds, not just within the individual. So the best way to learn that is first to master one cloud, and then now that you have done sales cloud training as well, once you're done with the marketing cloud training, then will be a good time to practice integrating all of that stuff, or going through videos wherein they step by step show how that integration is done. But then
okay.
before you learn and master the flow of data, it's very difficult to understand integration.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
It's
Got it.
just a learning curve that is there, and I completely get your point. And sadly the market is like that, wherein they expect you to know everything, but then
Yeah.
the learning process is not like that. Learning process is a developmental milestone. It's a step by step. If we don't go like that, you will feel demotivated, or else you will not get link between what you know and what is being taught.
see, yeah, completely understand it. So whatever you're saying is, see, you will go as per your plan, right? So based on the course, everything. But what we also wanted is like some idea about how do you do this thing in a realistic way or in your production environment, right? So those kind
Yeah,
of details, if you can share in between, right? So
right.
if this kind of scenario occurs in production, how do you do it, right? So those kind
Correct,
of tips,
correct,
if you
correct.
can provide,
Sure, sure,
so
sure.
that
See,
will
the entire course that we have here, right? It covers a lot. Like the first initial, like we saw the different roles that Marketing Cloud has to offer. Almost everyone has to go through this course because this is what
yeah,
everyone will be using in and out. Only few like developers will be only working on AMP scripts and SQL queries and all of those stuff. Campaign managers will work a lot on content creation a lot. But then everyone has to know this that we'll be learning here. From here and then when we do it, like because you're doing it practically and while I'm doing it practically with you, I'll of course
mm,
share all of the challenges that are there or errors that we face on how to troubleshoot and all. It will be a practical based approach.
okay, I think that helps.
Yeah. But then again, I'm also trying to do is I'm not also trying to oversell you guys and not over promise and also trying to do justification to the number of hours will be doing the knowledge exchange. Because being a trainer point of view, I also have a boundary around which I can cover within that stipulated time.
Yeah, 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 I agree.
And it
So
will never happen that, okay, I have this time available and I know that I can teach and Usha can learn and I will not deliver that. I'll always, my approach is always practical based and because I also have gone through that learning curve and cycle. So I understand from scratch what are the challenges the learners face while they're learning these modules and all, and how to maybe make it easier for them, whatever tools techniques I have that I've learned through the
mhm,
experience. I always love to share it because then it makes the learning process enjoyable.
yeah, 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 I think that is good. So 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 do we so I think this question is for the HKR trainings, right? So do we record the sessions every day? Do we record the session and also
Yes, yes.
uh,
We record the session and send you on daily basis.
daily basis? And also, like, do we get the access to that trial or on day one, so that
Yes,
we can, right? Okay. I think those were our questions.
because
Anything else?
without the access, you won't be able to learn. It's
Yeah,
not
yeah,
a
yeah,
theory. No matter how much theory I cover, right? Unless you don't go and practice that, it's not going to be an end-to-end learning. So like what I follow is if you're not able to configure it in the platform, you haven't understood the concept. By
yeah,
just
yeah,
mugging up the theory or being able to answer question does not mean that you know the concept. You only know it when you're able to configure it in
yeah.
the
That's true.
platform,
So
implement it.
basically, you explain the theory, we go through it, and then again we start doing the practicals. For example, if Usha run into scenario where she's getting some error or not able to get that required output, right? So you'll also help her resolve it in the next class, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
just go over it and see where she has done wrong.
Yes.
Okay, that's fine. Anything else?
No, that's it.
Okay. Thank you very much, Tish, for your
You're
time.
welcome, Satish. Thank you so much, Usha and HK Trainings for your
Thank you.
time.
Yeah,
Yeah,
okay. Thank you.
thank you.
Yeah.